Hey, Dorado Hills, Kevin Lowen here, your General Manager of the Community Services District, out on New York Creek Trail today to give you your weekly update. I know we don't always hit you with a weekly, so I'm giving you this weekly update. We had a lot going on this week. One of the big things was our candidates forums for CSD Board and County Board Supervisor Districts 1 and 2. We said we'd try to answer as many questions as we could that didn't get asked and answered during that candidates forum. So the one we picked for today makes sense because we're out on the trail. This question says, the demand for trail and park use is at an all-time high and will likely continue for the foreseeable future as people spend more time outdoors. There are more hikers, bikers, runners, and families enjoying our local parks and trails. What, if anything, will you do to expand access to ensure fair, equitable, and legal access for all that want to enjoy our trails and parks? Well, for trails specifically, I can tell you since the last master plan update in 2016, we participated in the county, I think it's the Transportation Commission's active transportation plan. And because we, the CSD, and me personally, felt that we needed to enhance the data collection here in El Dorado Hills, we offered up $10,000 extra to get more data collection in this area at that time. That plan is expected to result in actual projects that could get funded by state and federal funding and maybe other local funding, but more likely state and federal. So what they call CMAQ funds, congestion, mitigation, and air quality funding. Other things that have happened, the paved trail that extends across New York Creek itself and lands up there on Tamashanner. The trail that's on Silva Valley, that was county installed, and we've offered up to put in the doggy pots and trash can collectors, and they're still trying to work out who will maintain it. It's supposed to be their maintenance and they'd like the CSD to take on maintenance, but we're trying to figure out how to make that work for everyone. What else have we done? The board did put forth the funding for several years now to update the Trails and Connectivity Plan so we know where there can be projects. That plan has now, or that work has been contracted. We have a contractor working on it, and they're overlapping that work with our master plan update. So it's very important for all of you to take part in the master plan and that trail network survey and mapping update. The map should result in not just a map that everyone can go to, it'd be an electronic or digital map using GIS, geographical information systems or interface systems, something like that. Anyways, it's going to have a technology component, and we'd like to enhance the trails and connectivities, and we're going to keep advocating for better trails and connections through the county process when they're reviewing subdivision plans and wherever we can enhance it. So like Bass Lake Park, that's going to be a major one where we enhance the trails and connections. So hopefully that helps in answering a little bit more to this question. I know there's a few more questions like this, and we'll get to those as we keep doing these updates. So for the rest of your updates, Bass Lake survey results. We presented those last night at the Board of Directors meeting. So all the data is going to be available online, and we'll push out a link on our social media. Great results. What we came down to was all of your survey input showed us that it affirmed what we had been working on. The concept that has been being worked on, for the vast majority of that concept, it's good. We're on the right path. So we'll keep pushing forward on that. There's still some refining to do where there's some conflicting uses that need to be figured out. This weather has changed on us. It's fall, y'all. So let me tell you, we've got events a-coming. We've got the Scarecrow events with over 30 Scarecrow participants already registered. We've got room for you. Get your group, get your individual Scarecrows. We're working on some CSD ones. Maybe we can get the board to do some funny one as well. And that's not all. We're gonna have the pumpkin carving contest virtual. That should be pretty cool. We're gonna have the drive-through trunk or treat, and we're gonna bring it. You come on out for that. I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna do something pretty spectacular for that and make it a lot of fun. You'll see a lot of staff and the board members out there taking part in that. So trunks, the Scarecrows, we're gonna be decorating over there at the pavilion and other places. And just so you know, we'll be decorating around the pavilion a little bit more throughout this season. So you're going to see it change over with the seasons and the holidays in front of us. There's still space with Adventure Zone. So that's your after school youth care. We also have the hybrid where you can do the distance learning in the Adventure Zone. So if you're still looking for something for your kids, their learning and their safety after school, we've got a great program. My staff keeps telling me that I'm not supposed to let the cat out of the bag and tell you about this thing that we have. It's a giant pumpkin. But yeah, we've got a giant pumpkin. It'll be pushed out into the area where you can come over and take a family picture with it or something. We'll get that posted so you can see exactly what it is and what you can do with it, and then you can guess how heavy it is. Why don't you come with me on a little ride? I'm gonna take the new CSD bikes out on a trip on New York Creek Trail. Bye-bye, y'all. It's fall.